Is it also 17?
May I please, Lordships?
Stay of the trial is given in
FIR number 27.
page number 27.
FIR number 27, except T1, my lord.
Trial arising out of.
May
Yes.
I please, Lordship? In this case,
Dismissed an identical SLP.
no, my lord.
Now, the issue here is slightly different.
Yes, my lord.
It's the
You will
same
have to
certificate.
tell us
Yes.
whether candidates who have been appointed, who have been found to be untainted,
Yes.
who are continuing in service till 31st December 2025,
Yes.
are liable to be excluded by virtue of the fact that you have increased the eligibility from 45 to
grateful.
50.
The second case.
Are you excluding any of them? Yes or no? The High Court says there's no evidence of it, but there's no clear answer from you that nobody is excluded.
May I just explain this, my lord? NCT, which is a central statute, that prescribes that they must have 50% as graduate or postgraduate marks. So that has been incorporated in the 2025 rules.
What did the NCT say when the 2016 selection was undertaken? At that time, you prescribed the eligibility of 45%.
Yes.
That's right, but now, my lord, under the new rules and
We have saved their candidature by virtue of the fact that the selection has been set aside en masse.
Yes.
They are not responsible for losing their employment. They are untainted candidates, but the whole selection stands invalidated. That is the reason why we said we will also give them age relaxation.
That's right.
You can't come up with a fresh ground to exclude them. This seems to be an attempt to again bring in your blue-eyed boys and girls. But these people were selected once, so they are meritorious. So you want to exclude these people, so you want to again bring in your candidates.
But I'm sorry.
That seems to be the exercise that you are undertaking here.
May I just
When we specifically said that these people will be permitted to participate and they will also be given age relaxation, at that time you never said anything about. Where is the question of we giving them age relaxation if you're going to exclude them by introducing a new condition that the eligibility now has changed as per the NCTE. Therefore, unless you have 50% in those old marks, earlier it wasn't there, but now it's there. Therefore, you stand excluded.
Yes, there's no challenge to the 20.
You will not exclude any of those who are continuing in service till 31st December. Untainted.
But that's my lord.
All those teachers who are continuing till 31st December will be allowed to participate in the election. We will pass that order. There are
same issue has been considered, my lord.
He
Already
has
the
been
petition has been dismissed. Arunima Paul.
May I just-
Sorry?
In Arunima Paul, in a connected matter, the same issue has been considered by my lord and the SLP has been dismissed.
I'm instructed that
That
even
is-
the
that is
tainted
not-
people, my lord,
those are
want me to
tainted
do.
candidates.
No, my lord, I'm
I can examine that and come back, my lordship.
We'll access the report. That is what Arunima Paul, and this has been dismissed.
See, those who were the original lead petitioners, which was probably the.
This case was different.
No,
These
but-
people that these were people who had participated in the selection, who were not selected.
Yes.
They said that we are the ones who are responsible for getting the selection set aside. What is the benefit we are getting now if we are not allowed to be given age relaxation?
My lord.
That was the case there. Don't try to confuse the issue.
No, my lord. My lords will have.
None of, there has been no other case similar to the present one with regard to this 45%, 50%. This is the first case which has come up.
805 should be challenge.
Note page 559.
It's page 805.
What was the
volume
conduct
two.
and the prayer before page 559, my lords, before the single judge? They still want to somehow protect the tainted candidates in this round of litigation. Page 559 for a moment.
Let's may I do one thing? My lords, we pass over and get a copy of Arunima Paul SLP because if their issue was identical.
Lordship was absolutely correct in saying that they're somehow trying to bring back those people. Look at the submissions before the learned single judge and the prayer at 559. 559 is the last part of the order before the single judge. They are asking for a stay of the writ petition being ordered, keeping the tainted people away. And the tainted people are not before the court, the state and the selection commission. The second round.
My lords, but that issue is over. That's
Page 559.
That issue is over. As far as the untainted.
This is the order which we carried in writ appeal. So this seems to be the approach of the government, my lords. Lordship will
We
have
wanted to
to.
support the tainted candidates.
Yes.
But that issue is over. But that issue is over. We are not challenged it. That issue is over. The tainted
But
candidate.
you went before the High Court with that.
Yes.
clear.
Yes, my lords. Look
That
at the
issue is
Clear
over.
from the
But as
order
far
of the High
As
Court.
far as untainted.
This clearly shows your.
Page
complete
546.
lack of bona fides.
Page 546,
Complete
paragraph
lack of bona fides. We are passing that order now.
No, my lords will
My
have,
lords, may permit me to just.
So notice returnable on
my lords will have page 555. This
are in the same boat.
Yes, Manoj.
It has already been observed in the High Court judgment, which we have also reiterated, against which you filed a review saying that these adverse remarks need not be made against us, very much warranted and justified as borne out by that page 559.
my lords may only note
So
page
notice
555.
returnable on
The same issue was considered in Arunima Paul.
31st October. In the meanwhile, we direct that all selected and appointed untainted candidates who were permitted to be continued in service till 31/12/2025 shall be permitted to participate in the fresh selection without insisting upon complying with the newly introduced eligibility criteria of securing 50%.
50% minimum marks in graduation and
in
graduation
graduation and post-grad
under the 2025 rules.
under the 2025 rules. You allow them to participate, thereafter you file your counter bills.
Minutes, I must also point out that the last date of submitting the
But you may have to extend a few weeks.
We'll do that. The last date for submission of the
application is 31st June.
submission of the applications, insofar as such candidates shall stand extended by a week.
Possibly. Week and then the process may have to be deferred accordingly, my lords, because it's a time-bound process.
When is the exam to be?
The exam is tentatively for first week of September, my lords. One request is that the teachers who I represent, they've been working through with less staff. There is a 1 month break in West Bengal during Durga Puja. If the exam can be
Just say 10.
first week of
Must
October,
that be not
That-
be
By
possible?
Very well.
days, the process shall be postponed. The further process shall be postponed accordingly.
My lords may
Whatever
not
you
say
wish.
that, my lords, because they also have to.
How will you hold the exam without even considering their application?
My lords, that we'll do. My lords.
Do it then and if necessary.
grateful lords.
Yes, may I request for one thing in that case, since my lords have passed this interim order, my lords may have it after a week, we'll also place the writ petition
There's
for
no need.
Arundima Paul, because the identical issue is involved in that.
This Arundima Paul, as far as I remember, did not state the
My lords,
issue of 45%, 50%.
That
This judgment was not there.
My lords may have that.
Is it against the very same judgment?
My lords,
Yes.
Arundima Paul.
Is it or is it not? You never answer questions in this court.
may I clarify, the single judge's judgment was common.
Sorry?
Single judge's judgment was common. The review bench order was.
the issues were,
Single judge's judgment was
but
common.
this issue was not the
This
case.
issue was
My
not.
lords will have page 506. My lords will
How
have.
do you place it before us? In the meanwhile, you let these people participate.
Grateful.
Instead of you're trying to get over the concluding paragraphs of our judgment. We've in fact said so in the review judgment also.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
These
Last
people
time.
have been given the maximum relief possible to the extent possible in the concluding paragraphs. And now you try to get over that and try to smuggle in your own candidates again.
My lords,
Never
I must
will you learn.
spare that motion, my lords.
Never will you learn that page 559, madam,
Whereas
seals
16 and
your
15.
My lords, the
arguments in that regard.
The NCT
Nothing short of
The
this.
NCT guidelines require. a-
shocking that the state authorities try to do this again and again.
That's
The NCT guidelines require us to-
challenge that order
You
there.
need not challenge it. The very fact that you went before the High Court with that prayer,
My lords, I should do that.
less said the better.
Will we make an attempt to dispel that?
Less said the better. Truly, truly shocking. Nothing short of that.
Grateful lords.
But